Joining me now with the latest on the investigation into the Biden crime family, longtime advisor and appointee to President Donald Trump, Bruce Lavelle. Bruce, thanks so much for being back with us. It's great to see you as always.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Of course. So President Trump warned us a long time ago about this, and of course the mainstream media decided to ignore the truth. Now, you've never been afraid to speak up about this, and I just want to know, do you think we'll finally see justice?
Well, I'm hoping so. And, really in reference to that, you remember when they found out that there were 51, quote, officials who signed off saying that that was Russian, part of the Russian hoax or whatever you want to call it as it relates to the laptop. So, that hearing is about to come up in itself. But let me touch this real quick. In light of this, there's at least 10 Senate seats very vulnerable next year in the election cycle. And I think outside of the House oversight, it's going to take another lift from the Senate side that we can win, the Republicans, to bring a joint collaborative effort from the Senate and the House on getting to the bottom line with all these facts that relates to the Biden, quote, crime family. So that's my optimism on that part. But the unfortunate part is that I know Merrick Garland, as he said at the end of your segment there, you notice he kind of punted it over there to Delaware, and it's like, well, he's capable of doing this, like, here, you deal with this, pretty much what he was signaling. But it's going to be interesting to see, well, once again, when the former CIA director and a lot of those folks that joined in saying that that was Russian disinformation or whatever on the laptop situation, to see what they say under oath. And real quick, just for an OAN viewers, when you see Chuck Grassley, when you see him come out like this, that tells you right there, because Senator Grassley is not, any ordinary type of senator. He's a very ethical man. I know him. And for him to come out and question about the document, wanting Christopher Wray and the DOJ to present that evidence from the whistleblower, watch this. I would bet that he's already seen it and knows what it is. Senator Grassley's nobody's fool. He'll ask a question and he already knows the answer. So it's up to you to come clean. So in light of that, that's my optimism that's refreshing to see Senator Grassley coming out addressing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the optimism. All great points. Now, Hunter Biden is also facing legal woes with the mother of his child. I mean, can you imagine being this innocent little girl and basically getting denied by your father and your grandfather, who just so happens to be the current occupant of the White House? But now, of course, they're just not handling the situation correctly. I mean, they should take responsibility here. Why do you think it is they are denying this poor child?
Well, the main thing here is more so, obviously, I don't know if his own personal embarrassment, I don't know. But I do know, the Arkansas judge, they really want to dig into his finance. Because remember now, he's been out here complaining about he can't afford child support. When you see what his regular debt services is, as it is out relating, outside of being asked to pay, quote, child support. So, the sad part about it from the drug use perspective, and then put the human factor behind this man has been in and out on cocaine, smoking cocaine for years, drinking, and God knows what other kind of drugs. And so, this is just the part of the enablers that have been around him. When I say enablers, meaning people that hadn't addressed the core issue of what's been going on with this guy and has enabled him. So they in themselves, outside of Hunter, have created this monster and allowed him to get away with this bad behavior and all this other things, because he was their guy that went out there and like, hey, 10% for the big guy. And it'd be interesting to see, and I hope the Oversight Committee watches this segment, because I want them to subpoena Biden's brother, get him up there. And let me tell you something, you get him up there and start asking questions, people would probably just be amazed of how deep this.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.